What's up, Super Fun Force? It's Captain Gamesta, and today we have this amazing Geoforge Dragonoid from Bakugan. Now, let me start by saying quickly, whether you play the TCG, whether you like Bakugan, or whether you like collecting Transformers, here is an awesome mini combiner. Now, this is incredible. If you like kaiju, you like fantasy creatures, I always say time and time again, take a look at Bakugan. Bakugan is amazing. But I definitely like the kind of mecha fantasy creature take they put on this. And again, the anime is pretty fun. I'm going through some of the Geogan episodes now, and I really like the characters. So that being said too, I'm a big fan of the TCG, coming from things like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and just many more stuff. So I'm excited to take a look at this. Let's crack this open. Just want to show off the box really quickly. And again, what happens here is the main character, Dan Kuzo, he's the one who uses Dragonoid from Pyrus faction. That's why it's red. But the interesting thing here is the other Bakugan that combined into this Dragonoid are from different factions, and we're going to see that. But here you guys go. I even like how it says True Metal up here, because there is some die-cast, so that's exciting. I've never had nor seen like an actual die-cast Bakugan, so I'm sure that's pretty rare. And I really like that when it's on some of the Transformers, the OG ones, third-party robots and stuff. I'm a big fan of die-cast metal. So yeah, let's take a look at it, dude. Great looking box, and let's crack it open. All right, Super Fun Force, let's take a look at this. I'm opening it up for the very first time, and I'm so excited. My first personal Bakugan combiner. And of course, dragons I think are great. You know, I'm not trying to collect thousands and thousands and hundreds of dragons, but I like having quite a bit of different kinds of styles in my collection for sure. It's very inspiring to have, and you know, they're obviously super awesome creatures and very fascinating in terms of fantasy and mythology and whatnot. So there is that. And oh, it's cool. They put this little cardboard insert here, which I guess, yeah, you can peel out. But I'm going to leave that in here. I think I'm going to leave this box intact, as a matter of fact, for collector's purposes. But obviously, this is a game that you can play with, so I will be playing with them, but I definitely want to keep that package. This large packet here. Let's see. Okay, we have some of the rules and stuff like that. Armored Alliance, so that's definitely old rules for the toy game, not really applicable now. Although it's funny that they actually still include these, but let me just double check to make sure for you guys here what they're showing us in the newest iteration. Let's see. Yeah, same thing, you know, with the gate cards, but again, this is a very unbalanced, and you know what, I'll be honest, it's not really the funnest way to play this game right now. They still need to be updating that for sure. Here they have the basically the combination sequence here, so that's cool. It shows you how to use all of them, from Arcleon, Dragonoid, Titan King, Montrapod, Talon, Arachnia, Stingzer. Wow, look at that, that's so cool. And also individual transformation sequences to get them back into their shape former status as Geogan. So that's something good to hold on to for sure. I dig it. And let's take a look at the cores. Can never have too many of these. These are great to have. -4 damage trap, red fist. I'm down. Cool. All right. I like it. I like it. So here's Arcleon. These are all pretty high priced and high powered. I mean, look, 7. You can get. I mean, this is definitely something you can get out with, like, for example, Song of Fire or even an Air Zero. Can you imagine dropping this out 2800 early in the game, 3 damage, double strike, so doing at least 6 damage. But even late game, this could still be a turnaround for sure. Now we have the Geoforge Titan King, and this will be my first Titan King. Costs 5. Aurelius, 2300, 3 damage. But on a magic shield, you get +5 damage. And on a victory, he does team attack. So that's great for the TCG players out there. Same thing with this Geoforge Talon. He has a victory team attack, 2200, 6 damage, 5. So these are a lot of high-priced, high-powered Geogan, and that's not a bad thing at all. I do have another Stingzer, which I like. This guy is the 5-cost version, though. But on victory, you draw 2 cards. That is also a welcome addition, 2200 power. I like it. Geoforge Arachnia. Wow, this is the first one I have of this character here. 6, 2 frost strike damage, but 8 damage. Wow, 2200. And you can see they have a special icon here denoting their set and special status. And here's a Geoforge Montrapod, also my first Montrapod, but I think I need one of them to complete Villock as well. Now this one is like, wow, dude, this costs 4, so this is a little bit more of an earlier playable one, and that's really welcome. 7 damage, 1600, which may or may not be enough, but actually for a 4-turn drop, and then you get, a core that you want, that is pretty scary. And upon victory, you can scan 1 card and then draw the card, or put it at the bottom of your library, and then draw the next card. And here we have Geoforge Dragonoid. This is exciting. Dragonoid usually sits around 900 to 1,000 when he's pyrus, specifically, in the recent iterations. But this one gives you a red fist and a magic shield. Wow, would you look at that? Only does 1 damage, but again, sitting at that nice 900 base. And on a red fist, if you want to go damage, you can get the damage bonus. I like it, and here's this gate card. Looks nice. Again, hopefully they can do some better gameplay with these gate cards, but in the meantime, they're still, fun to collect. Look great. And yeah, all right, excellent. All right, now let's take a look at the Bakugan. Looks like we have Talon here first. And is this, okay, there we go. Now it's fully transformed, but yeah, that is super cool. They put a lot of detail. Again, we're talking like, high-level masterpiece, Beast Wars Transformer style, because what I like is obviously those are, super, super expensive, so you might be thinking, wow, that's a crazy comparison. But no, I mean, there is still a lot of good fine details here now. Triple color paint. They even went ahead and added nice detail into the eyes. So to me, this looks really good. It sets it above most other Transformers and toys that are, I guess, mainstream. I like how the body here, it's like, even though there's a gap here, it still makes a nice shape. You have the lime green on it. And yeah, this definitely, oh man, look at those wings too. It looks really cool. So yeah, this is definitely a plus. Now, this guy is Talon. So he's normally a Ventus, and what we can see here, let's see if there's anything else that denotes him being from Ventus. Well, I guess it's just going to be in his, symbol there. So that's still pretty cool. Even though he's red, which is what Pyruses are, you can just take a look here and say, okay, yeah, he's definitely a Ventus. But yeah, this will be really nice to play. They show us BP 2200 right there. And I can't imagine this being too difficult to transform. It looks like the head tucks in. That's interesting. Does that mean... oh, the wings go this way? Okay, so the wings go that way. And then once you put it down, it tucks in. Look at that again, so sleek. I really like these rectangular styles. And I think seeing that head design right here is really, really clean. I'm totally down for that part here. Boom! So it looks like with this guy, like I was going to say, you have to actually, after the fact, transform the tips of the wings up. But that's fine. And then, of course, the same thing with the tail. You can do what you want there. The magnet for this guy is down here. So, boom, this is the Mantra Pod. Shkabizzles, Darkus. I will say this is quite unusual because it only has 1 arm kind of sticking out on the side right there, but it also has the darkest purple on it too. And again, we're seeing some nice details here. I like all the different paint around the head, and basically, even like the black for the legs right there. So it still looks really cool, even though it only has that 1 extra arm that jumps out at you. It is still quite large and a great shape. So now this one, apparently we're just going to fold the head in then, fold the wing in. You got to tuck the head all the way behind that crossbar. And then this easily folds up. Okay, that's done. Nice. This is definitely Geoforge Arachnia. As you can see here, I mean, the colors definitely pop up with the Chaos White, humanoid head up there, and then the spider head. So really cool they kept those details. A little creepy. I'm not the biggest fan of spiders anymore. But yeah, you can also see the connector ports. We'll get to that shortly. But yeah, this looks really cool. This one is pretty, intimidating because you have these large kind of leg extensions out there. And then I guess to transform this, we probably just want to fold this in and that up. Does that slide in? Oh, that slides in. Okay, clever. And boom, that's a very, very clean shape, and you can still see some details there. Boom, we got Geoforge Arcleon. And for those of you who are familiar with Monster Hunter, this reminds me of Teostra, one of the elder dragons. Now, this guy is super awesome, super impressive. Look at this. I think this folds out too. Wow, look at that. Got some small wings here, but apparently I'm actually holding it upside down. If we place it like this, now you can see what makes this guy look so crazy. These are the wings right here. Then again, nice details here on the head. The sculpt is very fine, and the coloration and everything. And I think, okay, that also is transforming, got the feet right back there on the body, got some wave and all of this nice detail on the wings. But yeah, look at that. All right, so let's transform this guy. Looks like we just want to fold that in there, fold that up. And I'm pretty sure, okay, so you might want to just start with the back body. That locks into place. And then once you put the head in, then you're good to go. And a nice Geoforge Stingzer. But in a different format, I want to say. Because definitely, yeah, we're used to seeing like his wings and stuff like that coming out the back. But this time, yeah, totally a different way of looking at Stingzer. For sure. But yeah, that is impressive. You got the blue from the Aquos, of course. And this thing definitely looks very sea creature-ish. Look at the details on the tail, though. But it's definitely much more abstract. But look at that simple fold-up right there. That was super intuitive. I like it. See here with the Aurelus, this guy is super cool because he is basically like a humanoid warrior. And that looks super retro bot-like, if you guys are familiar with like 80s, even the 70s, like, you know, Mazinger, Combattler, some of my favorites, Deimos, and it just has a Transformers G1 look. But the toy, as you can see here, might be a little nitpicky for some. It doesn't look super, oh, I guess I see. These are the fold-outs for the Dragonoid, okay. I mean, the head looks very Transformers bot-like, but this is, again, a little bit more of an abstract interpretation because you have this massive body up here, and you know, this makes up the fist. As you can see, they put the gold and silver, which I respect. And then, of course, the legs down here are just a flat base. And the tricky thing is, it's like, you know, it stands like looking down. So I will say, you know, if I'm going to be a little bit nitpicky and have some critique, I mean, I wish that this did have a little bit more of a traditional Transformers or humanoid look. But that being said, I still think they did a great job with the head, the silver and the gold here, like on the fists. But, you know, it needs to obviously, I think, stand upright or something because it's a little, you know, like tilted like that. Like he's looking down upon you like, ah, if you were like this tiny. But let's transform him. I still like it, though. I hope they do have some more humanoid characters. And that's pretty, yeah, that's pretty straightforward again, too. It looks like you just, actually, you want to put the arms like that. Then you want to tuck the head in at the very end. Right? You want to get that in there. Yeah, and then you want to put the arms around. So there is Titan King. All right, last but not least, wow, this guy has some heft to him. This is a Dragonoid. Obviously, the Geoforge Dragonoid with that silver armor, that looks truly amazing. That is really great. I like it. And he does have a large head, and he looks a little bit more like a traditional dragon, I will say here, rather than his more like kind of humanoid interpretation. But I'm totally down with this. Again, all that die cast that makes it the main body inside and all of this that you can see, really impressive. Really impressive. Okay, and everything else looks to be spring actioned. I like the little arms in there too. That looks great. Yeah, this is a wonderful piece. Oh, wait, it's not even done. No wonder. Boom, I see. Now we get it. So that was the head for the combiner. A little spoiler there. But yeah, now he's looking more in scale with the rest of his physique. But yeah, I like this a lot. So this one obviously is going to transform. Look at that, spin the legs around. Boom, this transforms into a traditional Bakugan because this is a character you can have on your team and you can roll them out in a battle. But there you guys go. Okay, now the fun part. Let's come. Super fun force. Let's combine. So let's take Metal Dragonoid, and then I actually like here on the smaller head, you're going to go ahead and lift the spike up, so that still looks really awesome. And then he has ports here on the legs, which obviously are going to pivot, so we're going to plug the arm in there with the wing up. And you got a thumb right here, and I like how this thumb is actually movable. There's a pin right there. Then we're going to do the same on this side, so now we have Titan Geoforge here on this side, and then we have Arcleon on the right arm. And then let's not forget to bring out these accents and those details there. Now let's take the torso, and it has a design here, and that is the design we want showing. So there is a port right there. Let's plug in that port. Boom. That is looking really cool. Make sure we shift up the arms. There you go. Now we have the two legs, so let's grab Talon. And same thing here, looks like there's ports right there. So that's gonna go right in. Nice click of authority. Let's move the hands here with the thumb as well. And then we're going to take the other leg. Boom. Wow, that is very impressive. And we're still not done. We have one more to attach. It looks like that little wing stays out, I guess. That's cool. And then the last thing we're going to want to take is Stingzer, who's going to make the tail, and that's going to just plug right in there. Wow, that is awesome, guys. Ta-da! All right, look at that. We have Titan Dragonoid, and apparently we should be able to rotate these arms up, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. All right, so in conclusion, this is definitely a high recommend, like a super high recommendation. I'm very thankful for this. It's a really cool, you know, fantasy creature combiner mecha looking toy. And of course, if you're a fan of Bakugan, then you definitely have to have this. And for the TCG, these are also cards that I will be putting in some of my decks. And the cores are really good. So this is a super win. So for those of you who are just regular toy collectors, I still recommend this highly. It is a really nice addition to a Transformer combiner style. And the color scheme looks great. Again, it really brings out this fantasy mecha dragon theme going. And yeah, it looks really impressive and really fun. I like some of the clear parts here. And just the way they did this whole combiner thing, I think is really nifty, great idea. And you know, it all feels really nice together. Obviously, it can be a little jiggly, but regardless, it still is, again, very sturdy and well put together. As you can see, you know, I'm kind of handling it, turning things and stuff like that, and it's not falling apart or anything like that. It still has a nice heft to it, especially with that die-cast central piece right there. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Don't forget, keep your faith, say your prayers, keep spreading that positive love, guys. Like and subscribe for more super fun content on the way. Captain Games, I'll be coming back at you. Peace.